apologize for any inconvenience. A little bit of Wi-Fi issues disconnected us from the stream, but I believe we are back up and running. Oaks with bases loaded and 2 outs, a little 2-out rally that went back-to-back singles followed up by a walk. Now has the bases loaded. Missing above the zone is Brady Nelson. Jonah Dawson hitting for the Oaks. 0-1 count, 2 outs, bases loaded. That one in there for a called strike. Dawson is 1 for 2 on the day so far. He's hitting .333 this summer. Now in a spot to try and get the Oaks back into this game. 1-1 fouled out of play. Nelson now ahead 1-2. Again, apologies for any inconvenience with some Wi-Fi disconnectivity. If you're just now joining us, it's 1-2, bases loaded, 2 outs. Saints still ahead by 5. Line drive into center field. Underneath it is Hayworth. He makes the grab for the 3rd out of the inning. Oaks still held scoreless now through 6. Saints ahead by 5 as we head into the 7th frame from here in Thousand Oaks.
Adam Beck, Evan Davis here with Joey Craig, Saints outfielder, and we're going to do a little What's in His Bag segment here. So Joey, what's in your bag?
Well, first off, let's talk about the bag itself. This is a sick bag that Arroyo Seco gave me. As soon as I got here, they gave me a bunch of gear too and all that good stuff. But let's crack this thing open. What's the temperature looking like today? Probably like 95.
Yeah.
So, I mean, starting it off, a little core hydration. You know, got to stay hydrated out here in the California heat. Got a little snack at the gas station before, a little pickup. These are just the basic little essentials. Then we got, obviously, helmet, getting us right. And then going to deeper in the bag, we got the Evo Shield elbow guard, keeping us safe from hit by pitches and stuff. Don't want to be crying on the way down to first base, all that good stuff. And then when we do finally get on base, we got the Marucci sliding mitt, so keep our hands safe, all that good
oven
stuff.
Glove.
Yep,
Yeah,
little oven mitt.
Do you take stuff out of the oven with you too, or just?
You know, I got my own. I got a special one at home for that, so I'm good on that stuff. And then got a bunch of different batting gloves in here. Never know when they're gonna get too sweaty or run out of grip, or you're gonna slide in the base and they're done for it. But preferably, I like the Franklin, the power straps with the extra long one right here, a little extra wrist support, all that good stuff. So.
Is there superstitions with the gloves?
No superstitions for me. I mean, when I was in high school, like, I would get a hit and I'm like, I put the left one on first, I gotta do it again, But once you get older, like, you kind of realize there's no difference whether you put the right, left, elbow guard on first, helmet. But I know some guys are definitely thinking about that when they're getting ready. Then we
Joey Milto will lead things off as we head into the 7th inning from here at Sparky Anderson Field. Saints still leading the Oaks by 5. Scored 2 last inning, and they scored 3 back in the 3rd. So far on the pitching side of things for the Saints, they have held the Oaks scoreless, giving up 6 hits and 1 error as well. 1 defensive miscue for the Saints and 1 error on both sides. But they still hold the lead. Check swing, but he did go around for strike 1. Going across the line so far here today. 5 runs on 8 hits for the Saints. For the Oaks, it's no runs on 6 hits. Swing and a miss once again by Milto. Brings it 0-2, and he swings at the 3rd offering. It's down in the dirt. Catcher can't find it, but he throws over to first in time to get Milto. Play by Johnson there to recover and find it. Fire a strike down to first for the 1st out. And now it is Jack Little for the Saints. Little from Baylor University out of Katy, Texas. 6'1", 205 pounds. Sees strike one. Little's 2 for 3 on the day so far today. Swings and misses at the 0-1 offering, moves it to 0-2. Little yesterday 2 for 4, now back-to-back 2-hit games for Jack Little. 0-2 pitch, flared into shallow center field, but coming in on it is Kendlinger, and he makes the grab for the second out. Cade Berry still on the mound for the Oaks. He's now into his second inning of work. This one a lot better than the last one. Last one he gave up 2 runs on 2 hits with 2 walks. So far in this one he's gone 2 up, 2 down. Jam shot up the middle, handled by the shortstop Gonzalez. He throws across to first for the last out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down in the 7th inning for the Saints. We will take a break and stretch it out from here in Thousand Oaks. Legs have been stretched, and we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. New arm on the mound now for the Saints. It's Mason McDonald, who's in for his 4th appearance on the year. His first 2, the first one coming June 8th against the Philippines. 2 clean innings with 4 strikeouts. No runs, no hits. Second one, June 11th against the Bombers. Again, a clean 2 innings, no runs, no hits. No walks, no strikeouts that time. But then he had a little bit of a hiccup his last time out this past Saturday against the OC Riptide down in Irvine. 1 inning, 4 earned runs on no hits with 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. Found himself having a little bit of control issues on Saturday and Juan Capistrano. Now falls behind 3-1. Misses inside. Walks the first batter he faces. Now with the leadoff man on. Oaks definitely going to want to take advantage of this one. Try and get themselves back into this game. They chase 5 right now. And at this point, they have 9 outs to work with. 3 innings worth of at-bats. 2-0 hitter Jax Jimenez now. Breaker misses way up and away for ball 1. Jimenez started this game in right field, has since moved over to left field. A lot of defensive shifting around for the Oaks after their starting shortstop Brady Hewitt came out of the game after he took a weird hop ground ball to the face. They've since moved things around, and now Jimenez moved from one corner outfield spot to the other. Swing and a miss through the 2-0. Now moves him to 2-1. Jimenez 1 for 3 on the day so far, batting a .333 on the summer. 2-1 count. McDonald delivers, swings and misses again. Evens it up at 2-2. Two-two pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 3. Mason McDonald records a strikeout for the first out of the inning. There's still a runner on first here in the bottom of the seventh, but getting that first strikeout and that first out is important. Now it brings a double play into order to get him out of the inning. Lucas Danielwitz now for the Oaks. This ground ball over to Trotter Enright at short. He goes to second himself, fires over to first, and there's that double play right on cue to get Mason McDonald out of the inning and keep the Oaks scoreless through 7. We head to the top of the 8th from Sparky Anderson Field.
Coming in this game, he has a .400 on-base percentage. Going to get up with the 2 hits he has. He lines one.
That one's belted to right field, and that one is gone. How about Josh Livingston getting things started here for the Saints? He ropes a home run right over the right field. Jake Brown looking up. That one is gone. An opposite field home run. Alex Burge.
First Pickles, then Oppo Tacos. How about that for Alex Burge? Hit the home run to right. He was like, nah. I'm going to hit one to left now. How about a 3-run blast for the backstop?
Booms that one to right field. Matthew Thomas will just have to look back. That one is gone. Welcome to the game, Colton Dahl. Jacob Shart with a 3-run home run, the second 3-run home run of the game, and the lead continues to balloon. It's 9-1.
Saints ahead by 5, heading into the top of the 8th. Jax Ryan, Johnny Garber, Keon Mosini due up for the Saints against a new arm, number 16, Spencer Krat, the right-hander entering his redshirt junior year, 6'2", 210 pounds, originally from Woodland Hills, California, in the portal as of right now, and looking to stop the damage of the Saints, who have put up 5 to his Oaks 0. First pitch down at the knee line for a swing and a miss by Jax Ryan. This one grounded over to short and over to first. Long throw, but in time to get Jax Ryan. Gonzalez making that long throw from near the 5-6 hole for the first out. Again, Gonzalez now at short after Hewitt, who was at short, exited the game. They moved Gonzalez over to short. They moved Dawson in from left field over to second base. Jimenez went from right field over to left field, and then they checked in Lucas Danielewicz for Brady Hewitt's spot in the batting order, and then they moved him into right field. Johnny Garber swings through the first pitch, and he grounds the second one foul backwards. Now in a quick 0-2, Spencer Krat immediately ahead. Grounder over to third, but foul of the bag. Doing the 0-2 again. Krat spent some time at LA Valley College. 16 appearances, 7 starts. He had a 3-5 record and 50.2 innings pitched for a whip of 1.97 and an ERA of 6.04. But he gets a strikeout of Johnny Garber now. Gets 2 quick outs in his relief appearance. At LA Valley this last year, allowed 68 hits in his 50 2/3 innings. He's ahead of Mosini now, 0-1. Quick timeout from the Saints' first base coach. He's going to go have a quick chat with Mosini. Maybe he's just trying to slow down the rhythm of Krat. Maybe he sees something in his delivery, tipping pitches perhaps. Going to go have a quick word with him, maybe give a quick scouting report. Help Mosini out after Krat's got 2 quick outs. Mosini's 1 for 2, 2 runs scored, and a walk so far today. He's in an 0-1 count now against Spencer Krat. Down at the knees, strike 2. Krat's been in the zone since coming in this game and entering from the pen. First pitch must have been a ball because that would have been strike 3, but it goes down to strike 2. That one's outside. Makes it 2-2 with 2 outs. That one in there for a called strike 3. Krat retires the side. We will head to the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th. Oaks 5-run deficit with just 6 outs to work with. New arm on the mound for the Saints, Garrett McGee, who his first outing this season came on opening night against the Waves. He went 1 inning, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 walks. But then since then, he's pitched an inning against the Bombers. He went no runs, just 1 hit and 1 walk. And his last time out was this past Saturday at the OC Riptide. He pitched just a third of an inning, went 1 up, 1 down. Now with a 5-run cushion, looking to keep the Oaks scoreless. They've been held scoreless through the first 7. And are now entering the 8th, chasing 5. First pitch, check swing, went around, did Devin Wilks. Today, the first baseman. Last time on Sunday, he was the DH. Swung and missed again. Wilks now behind 0-2. Wilks 0 for 3 on the day so far. 1 for 4 on Sunday. 0-2 pitch. McGee kicks and delivers. Ripped down the right field line, just foul. Only missed fair territory by maybe a foot or so. Wilks got good barrel on it, got around enough, just couldn't quite straighten it out and keep it in fair territory. Oh, 0-2 pitch. High and outside breaker. Moves it to 1-2. Wilks, the first baseman, DH. 6'2", 234 pounds. Originally from Oxnard, California. Incoming freshman at Cal State Bakersfield. 1-2. Swings at the high fastball and fouls it straight back. One and two once again. Geegan delivers. Breaking ball. Cue balled over towards the Oaks dugout. Wilks stays alive. One and two again. Breaker down. Good take there by Wilks. Able to keep the hands back. He'll stay alive and see another pitch. Wilks just one of two incoming freshmen. He's incoming to Cal State Bakersfield. The other one, his infield partner in Brady Hewitt, who's incoming at Oregon. Hewitt left tonight's game after taking a ground ball, weird hop off the face head area. Wilks stays alive again, fouls back the 2-2. Again, hoping everything is okay with Hewitt. Took a weird hop and he immediately went down and stayed down for quite a while before eventually walking off the field and out of the dugout. 2-2, nobody out. Breaker swing and a miss down in the dirt. Garber fires down to first and gets the out. Geegan gets a strikeout for the first out of the inning and the first out of his relief appearance. It was Tyler Herges who started this game for the Saints. He went 3 innings. And it was Brady Nelson who came in for another 3 innings. And then it was Mason McDonald who came in for the last frame of the 7th. Went in for 1 inning. Now it's Garrett McGee squaring off against Tyler Hawley. Oaks third baseman. Breaking ball down in the dirt for ball 1. Hawley soon to be entering his redshirt sophomore year. Cal State Fullerton. He's ahead 1-0 with 1 out. Good breaker there from McGee. Started in the zone, but then tailed out of it. But a better take from Hawley. This one down in the dirt, ball 3. Potentially might see McGeegan close this game out. He's got 2 more outs to get here in the 8th. And then there will be 3 more outs to get in the 9th. And as of right now in the Saints bullpen, some guys up and moving around, but nobody throwing just yet. 3-0. Fastball in there for a called strike 1. This one, high fly ball into left center field. Going back on it is Hayworth. He makes the drifting grab for the 2nd out of the inning. Nice job by McGuigan. Fell behind 3-0 in that at-bat, but then found one in the zone. Got one for Hawley to swing at, and he popped it up into center field. Now brings up Nolan Johnson, Oaks catcher. 2 for 3 on the day so far is Johnson. Activity, guys, up and moving around the Saints bullpen. In the Oaks bullpen, there is 0 activity. Nobody even up and moving around. Handful of guys sitting on the bench out there, but no one throwing, no one stretching, no one moving around. First one fouled out of play. Oh, 0-1 now to Johnson. Fastball in on the hands. Johnson barely able to foul it back, but moves 0-2. Oh, 2 outs. McGeegan kicks and delivers. Ground ball sharply through the 4-hole. And into right field for a base hit. Bobbled for a quick second by Milto, but he gets it in. Nolan Johnson now 3 for 4 on the day today and a 2-out single. Gonna need a lot more rallying behind him though. Saints still ahead by 5. Now designated hitter Zach Mora. Pops the first one straight back. Garber looking to make a play on it, and he does, way back by the backstop. Out of our camera's view, he makes the grab for the 3rd out of the inning. Final frame coming up from here in Thousand Oaks. Final frame from here at Sparky Anderson Field. It is Jacob Frier, then up to the top of the order for Lane Hayworth and Trotter Enright. The three due up for the Saints. Oaks are going to ride out Spencer Krat. Came in an inning ago. Only one other appearance so far on this summer. Came against the Foresters on June 11th. Ended up getting the win in that game for throwing 3 clean innings. Gave up no runs, no hits, only one walk and one strikeout. Impressive performance there against the Foresters. So far today, he's got 1 clean inning with 2 strikeouts against the Saints. So the Oaks are going to stick with him through the 9th, looking to contain the Saints. They're still ahead by 5 and looking to add on more. And then the Oaks will have 3 final outs to try and get something going, get themselves back into this game, try and get that win. Frier takes 2 out of the zone, then fouls the 2-0 off, brings it 2-1. This one misses above the zone, now 3-1. When you're looking to add insurance runs, definitely more inclined to stay patient when you're chasing. That's when you get a little bit more antsy and you try and be the hero, be the guy, your eyes light up just a little bit more. You start swinging at bad pitches. Now in a full count is Jacob Frier. He grounds this one sharply past the diving Dawson at second and into right field for a base hit. That's exactly how you start things off for the Saints. We're looking to add an insurance run or 2. 3 outs to work with and 5 runs. It's definitely a challenge, but it's absolutely doable for the Oaks, especially considering that scoreboard we saw yesterday out of them. They put up 4 runs twice in the 4th inning and in the 5th inning. Helped them combine for a total of 11. So if they can put up 4, what's one more? They can definitely put up 5. First one misses, and then a check back over on Frier at first by Nolan Johnson. Lane Hayworth squares to bunt, gets it down. Krat's going to take it himself, fires over to first, gets the out. Saints going to play the small ball route to try and get that 1 extra insurance run. Lane Hayworth does the job, lays down the sacrifice bunt, moves Jacob Frier up into scoring position now for the heart of the order, and Trotter Enright, and then Joey Milto in the 3-hole. Enright's 1 for 3 so far today with 2 RBIs. And looking to add a 3rd to make it a combined total of 6 for the Saints. This one's fouled out of play. He falls behind 0-1. Line drive, left field line, tailing foul once more. Trotter Enright now behind 0-2. Krat in the portal as of right now. Spent the last 2 years at LA Valley College. He's got a total season, 2 seasons for a combined 26 appearances and 7 starts. Started all 7 of those starts this past year. Got none in his freshman year. In 23 and 24, he had 10 appearances, all in relief, combining for 9.1 total innings pitched. Ended that year with an ERA of 6.75. Ended last year as a sophomore at an ERA of 6.04. 1-2 with 1 out. Chopped just foul. Keeps it at 1-2. Jacob Frier still on second base. He singled to lead the inning off, and then Lane Hayworth laid down that sacrifice bunt to score him, or to move him up into scoring position. 1-2, down in the dirt. Brings it to 2-2. Enright, the shortstop, awaits. 2-2 pitch, fouled back. Staying alive, giving a good fight. Infielder from Long Beach State. Originally from right around the corner here in Thousand Oaks. This one line drive, left center field, down for a base hit. Wave is on for Frier. Play at the plate. It's going to be close. Ball spits out of Nolan Johnson's glove. Trotter Enright has an RBI single that extends up to a double. And the Saints go ahead 6-0 in the top of the ninth. Great at bat there from Trotter Enright. Fouls some pitches off, finds a good one, and then sprays it out into left center field. And a great play by Kenlinger out in center field. Fired a one-hop strike back to Nolan Johnson, who applied the tag to a sliding Jacob Frier. And the ball just skipped out of Johnson's glove. Had he held on to it, would have been really close. Swing and a miss by Joey Milto on the first offering. I still think Frier could have got underneath that tag, but ultimately it's not my decision. Home plate umpire would have had a much better angle of it anyway, but we will never know. Saints lead now 6-0 in the top of the ninth. Ball in the dirt, skips away from Johnson over to his right, and Trotter Enright moves up to third. Saints now have another potential insurance run just 90 feet away. Joey Milto now unlocks a lot more ways to score that run. Infield for the Oaks is playing back, so almost anything in play could score a run. Anything on the ground past the pitcher and anything in the air deep enough to the outfield. Swing and a miss on the 1-1 brings it to 1-2. Milto, 8 RBIs already this season. Now the infield with 2 strikes is going to come in on Milto. He fights this one off and fouls it over towards the Saints dugout. But now the infield is in. Once that hitter gets 2 strikes, he goes into more of a defensive contact type of swing. That's what the Oaks are hoping out of Milto here. That one's down low, evens it up at 2-2. Milto, though, strong hitter. Definitely able to put one deep enough into the outfield to score an extra run. One, two, grounder up the middle and through the infield. Enright comes in to score. And Joey Milto adds one more insurance run and puts himself on first base. Saints now lead 7-0 here in the top of the ninth. Still got a good spot of the order up. It's the 4-hole hitter, Jack Little, designated hitter. So far on the day, he is 2 for 4 with an RBI. And a runner on first with 1 out in the ninth. He swings over the top of the first offering, goes down 0-1. Oh-1 pitch in there for a called strike. Puts Little behind 0-2. 0-2 pitch, chopped over to short. Gonzalez handles, goes to first in time to get Little. Milto moves up to second base and into scoring position with 2 outs. And brings up Levi Medela for the Saints. Medela 0 for 3 on the day so far today. 0 for 4 in yesterday's game. First pitch, 2 outs, runner on second. Swung on and missed, strike 1. So far in every game that Medela has had a hit, he has had more than 1. He's got a hit in 3 separate games, on all of which he has 2. 2 against the Waves, 2 against the Philippines, 2 at home against the Riptide. Every other game that he has played in, he has not recorded a hit. As he sees one outside and evens it up at 1-1. Ground ball through the 3-4 hole for a base hit. Wave is on, coming in. Milto, throw is cut off, and Milto will go in standing. Saints add another one. They go ahead by 8 here in the 9th. They have scored 3 so far this inning. 2 outs. Jax Ryan now stepping up. Levi Medela on first base. Still the potential to score even more now. Sharply down the third base line. That one's in fair territory. Levi Medela's legging it out to third. He overruns the bag, but ball is not there to tag him out. Jax Ryan, a double down the left field line as he cruises into second base. Saints still ahead by 8, now 2 in scoring position with 2 outs. It's going to call the Oaks pitching coach out to the mound, have a conversation with Spencer Krat, excuse me. Krat had a clean first inning. Now with 2 outs recorded in his second inning, he's having a bit of trouble. So far his line stands 1 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, 3 runs, and recorded 2 strikeouts as well. Saints now up to 13 hits to the Oaks 7. 8 runs to the Oaks none. Now it's the Arizona State Sun Devil catcher Johnny Garber looking to keep things going here with 2 outs. 2 runners in scoring position. First pitch to Garber. Breaker swung on and missed, strike 1. Garber 1 for 4 with a run scored on the day. Did not see any action in Sunday's game. 0-1 down in the dirt. Good stop by Johnson. Don't want any free 90s. Allow any base runners to move up without the other team earning it. 1-1 ripped down the left field line, knocked down by the third baseman Hawley, and thrown across to first for the out. Damage is done. 3 runs here scored in the 9th. Saints ahead by 8 as we head to the last 3 outs. final frame from here at Sparky Anderson Field. Oaks down to their final 3 outs. They trail by 8, and a new arm for the Saints. It's number 29, Nolan McCracken. Chandler, Arizona native, went to Arizona State, which completes the Sun Devil battery. Him and his battery mate in Johnny Garber, both Arizona State Sun Devils. So far, McCracken's got a couple of appearances. Through 3 appearances and 4 total innings pitched, he's only given up 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk. He's recorded 6 strikeouts. He also has a save earlier against the Bombers. First one misses. But McCracken's been really solid out of the pen so far this summer. 3 appearances, 4 innings, 1 hit, 1 save, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. That breaker's in there for a called strike. Brings it to 1-1. The Oaks chasing 8 with just 3 outs to work with. Almost the inverse of what we saw yesterday. As that one misses up above the zone, brings it to 2-1. Yesterday, the Saints were chasing 9 as they head into their final frame. In the 9th inning, they needed 9 to survive. This one chopped short over to second, and not in time to get Ethan Gonzalez, who legs out an infield single. Chopped over to Frier at second, and he just didn't have enough time to make the transfer and make the throw. Ethan Gonzalez, an infield single, gets things started now for the Oaks. And that's all they can do now is just rack up hits, hand the bat to the next guy in line. Hope that that's enough. Keep handing the bat off and then continuing to put the pressure on the Saints. Saints shouldn't feel much of the pressure, though, with an 8-run lead. They just need to get 3 outs, get out of here, and go home. 1-0 gets away from Garber. Moving up 90 feet is Ethan Gonzalez. He's now up into scoring position. Not that he matters very much. Garber tried to get around that one, bring it back in on the inner edge. Caught a piece of the leather and skipped away from him towards the Oaks dugout. 2-0. That one down low, 3-0. McCracken just needs to fill the zone, pump strikes. He's got that 8-run lead. Runner on second means nothing. This runner at the dish really means nothing if he comes around to score. So it's all about just getting outs at this point. He does get back into the zone, brings it to 3-1. Pinch hitter now in the on-deck circle for the Oaks. Taking the spot of Tommy Kendlinger is Isaac Veal, the outfielder from Westmont College, Santa Barbara native. For now, it's 3-1 against Jonah Dawson. Kraken slider goes low and away. And a walk now puts 2 runners on, but that's okay when you use that free base there, because when you're just chasing outs, bringing in force outs is definitely valuable. Isaac Veal now, the pinch hitter for Tommy Kendlinger. He's got 2 runners on and nobody out. Not to say that that walk was intentional by McCracken, but definitely an okay play there to use that open base, bring in some force outs, make it easier on your defense when you have an 8-run cushion. First one, jam shot on the right side, Medela under it, but an infield fly call nonetheless, so out either way, but Medela does make the grab. That's a quick way to get your first out for McCracken. Now he's just a ground ball double play away from putting an end to this one. Jax Jimenez now in the box. He watches strike one go by. Another pinch hitter now for the Oaks. Taking the spot of Lucas Danielwitz. It's going to be Jake Schwartz, the outfielder from Point Loma. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed by Jimenez. He now goes down 0-2. Pitch, McCracken deals. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Strikeout to get the second out of the inning. Oaks down to their final out. Still chasing 8 runs. And it lies in the hands of Jake Schwartz, the pinch hitter. Santa Clarita native, goes to Point Loma Nazarene University down in San Diego. First pitch to Schwartz. Fastball catches the top of the zone for strike one. Oh and 1 count. McCracken comes set. That one runs low and inside for ball one. McCracken, again, just needs to get in the zone and stay there. He did a good job getting the first 2 outs of this inning after surrendering 2 base runners. Now he's just looking for that third one to close the door on the Oaks. Fly ball, left side in foul territory. Garber can't quite make the grab. Just out of his reach. Weird angle, weird location. But a good effort. Either way, it goes down as a strike. Now Oaks down to their final strike. One and two. Kraken delivers high and outside, evens it up at 2-2. The Wild Deuces. 2 runners on, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Fly ball, left side of the infield. Underneath it is Jax Ryan, and he makes the grab to end the game and slam the door shut on the Conejo Oaks. A great bounce-back day for the Arroyo Seco Saints. After dropping Sunday's game by a final score of 11-2, they take this one by a final score of 8-0. Have to applaud the pitching staff being able to fully shut out the Conejo Oaks. Oaks would go for 9 hits, but no runs. Saints, on the other hand, 8 runs on 13 hits. And a great bounce-back day on both sides, pitching staff and offense, going from giving up 11 runs to giving up none, going from scoring 2 runs to scoring 8. A great bounce-back day. The Saints now improve to a 5-3 record. The Oaks now drop down to a 5-3 record. They are tied in an interesting game and an interesting pair of games when we look to the final standings of the year. These teams will meet a couple more times throughout the rest of this season. But the next game for the Saints, it's going to be 6 o'clock on Thursday out in San Luis Obispo, where they take on the Slow Blues before going on a even further north road trip to take on the Sonoma Stompers and the Walnut Creek Crawdads. But from here in Thousand Oaks, on behalf of everybody at Arroyo Seco Saints Baseball, we thank you so much for tuning in. And on behalf of myself, Riley Horn, I am signing off, wishing you a wonderful remainder of your evening.